After extensive investigation, we have determined the single greatest threat facing farmers today.
You see, in today's video, we are suckering grape suckers that suck to sucker.
This is one of the most technical jobs on the farm that takes an insane amount of skill to master. It's the evening, hence the sun. It's going down. Sunnies are required for this video.
I can't see the suckers.
That's a sucky problem. Hello.
When the workers used to sucker, they would use shovels to like snip it off, but I was asking Dad, I was like, well, why don't we just use pruners? And he said, you don't have to bend over, but it's easier.
Yeah.
Way easier.
We don't have to carry around a huge shovel, but we can just use our hands to do it for one, and if it's like too hard to use our hands, then we just use the pruner. Oh, hold up, I need gloves. Need to put my gloves on. I was doing this the other day, and I was suckering the other day. I had gloves on, and I had gotten like 20 rows done on this hillside, which you can see because this looks pretty good. Look at that. Clean rows and no suckers.
Hold on, I have the mic on, so if like I'm wrestling over here and you're talking, I don't think they're gonna be able to hear you.
Oh,
my pruners keep shutting by themselves. The little nubby keeps turning.
So we got suckers that look like that around the plant, and we got to clean them up. So I was doing that the other day. And I had gotten a lot of rows done, and I got down to this, I needed to pull a weed, and I had my gloves on like this, and I went down, it was right next to a post, and I went down to pull the weed, and my thumb, like, I just thought I like, what do you call it? Stub your thumb, like you stub your toe, like stub your thumb. I thought it was like that same kind of thing. I just like stubbed my thumb, whatever. It hurt, but for like 3 seconds I was just like, whatever. But then Brunette's sister was nearby and she was talking to me, so I took off my glove because it was still bothering me like 10 seconds later. And I keep my nails short because I just don't like having long nails. And so I just like to keep my nails short. But you can't see it because my nails are painted, but it was my thumb. And I like, when I hit my thumb hit the post, and it like tried to lift up my fingernail, and I feel like it did that for half of the nail, and it was all bloody underneath, and it freaking hurt. And I had to stop suckering because I didn't want to lose my nail, and I went home, took homeopathy. Huh?
Homeopathy.
Took homeopathy like arnica,
symphytum,
hepaticum, and literally I took that stuff. I got home right away because I didn't want to lose my nail, and so I took that stuff, and I showed Dad, and he said I'm gonna lose my nail, and since then I've changed my nail color. So I was able to see
change your nail color yourselves. It sounds like we go to the manicure. We do our own nails.
Since then, I have took off my old nail color with our $1 nail polish remover and changed my nail color with our $5 nail polish. And it was just slightly bruised underneath. So this job requires gloves, because that sucks. Anyway, that was the other day, and my thumb's like completely better now. Well, you're ahead, so you take the camera now. Because we're gonna answer some of your guys' questions as we sucker.
Suckering sucks. They don't suck to sucker, it's just like, it's annoying. I can't see nothing.
It's one of the easiest jobs, so. So now like you take that one, and I'll take this one.
Oh, well, I know I literally can't see a blooming thing. All right, so in the last video, we were talking about the organics, and you saw us rotivating and duck footing and stuff like that. And some of you that may be new, y'all were saying something about having a cover crop in the alley of the vineyard grape row. So we typically do, but last year was an exception of that because we had we're in a drought. We've been in a drought. And last year the water shut off sooner than typical, and so we weren't gonna have water to water the cover crop that we had just planted, and so we didn't plant that.
We didn't really have the time to get it in.
And we didn't have the water to water it. Another reason why we didn't plant it last year, it was because we had planted the cover crop in the rows for like 3 years consecutively, and it's
at least 3.
Yeah.
We switched it up with different crop, what we plant. Usually it's like vetch and rye, and so we kind of switch it up, but this year we're just kind of giving the soil a break. We don't want to be planting the same thing like all the time. So it just kind of depends on the year.
Last year we were mowing the cover crop, and this year we're now rotivating and keeping the weeds away.
We're kind of coming, it's evening right now, and so we're kind of coming during the evening when it's not as hot. It's hot right now, it's like 80 degrees, it's like 7 o'clock at night. What's your guys' weather?
7 o'clock at night, it's like 8 by now.
7:41.
So the auction tractor we got, you guys saw, we told you guys to comment a name suggestion, and y'all had a lot, and there's some good ones. And we originally first thought to call it Monster because we have the Beast and we have the Monster, but Mom's like, the Beast has proven itself a beast of problems with all of that. And so she's like, we're not gonna have now a monster of problems. So
she said by naming it Monster, we're literally asking for it.
Yeah.
So Monster was off the table.
And so it's Duke.
Are you gonna tell them how we came up with Duke?
Because one of you commented it.
Huh?
Because one of them commented it.
Really?
What'd you think?
I don't know. John Wayne was named Duke, and I thought that's kind of where we got it from.
Well, I was thinking of like a Duke and a Duchess, but that goes fine too.
My gosh, you thought of Duke and you thought of a Duke and a Duchess? Huh?
Yeah?
When I hear Duke, I immediately think of John Wayne.
That too. So yeah, the auction tractor is Duke. Okay, so the reason we are suckering the suckering suckers that suck to sucker is because this says suckers will grow like grapes. It's like, it takes nutrients from the main trunk of the vine, and see, look, like right here. We've got the main vine, and then we have these suckers down here that are literally growing grapes. And the grape harvester obviously doesn't shake down that far. And so we have to sucker these off because it's taking the nutrients from the vine, the main vine. So we want all the...
to look like that.
Yeah.
Because it's not like a terribly hard job to do. It's like really easy. And we could come in the early mornings or the late afternoons and do extra stuff like this. And yeah, it's while we pull weeds, because we aren't sending work crews to pull weeds. We are. By the time little turtle gets down there, I'll have both rows done.
Slow and steady wins the race. And that was like the whole plan. By the time I come up here and set up the camera, she's gonna be done with the row. Gosh.
sometimes feels like. Well, I know there's one big weed and I should probably go get that before it continues to get bigger.
Is it really gonna grow from here till Monday?
I didn't get it the other day because my tummy. I think I should get it today. Get the shovel. It's pretty big.
What's this, the dopey little one? This totally reminds me of the first video of us pulling weeds, and I was going like this with the shovel, and I said, it takes grit to pull weeds in the vineyard like this, and both mom and dad thought I said, screw it.
Oh,
That's why we stuck it up on the screen. It takes grit. They both heard, screw it.
So some of you guys that watch this video will not have watched the video before this one. So in our organics, we duck foot to keep the weeds out. And then anything that duck footer misses, we, a duck bug flew right on my lip, man. Anything that the duck footer misses, we get ourselves. We have to go in and pull the weed.
I feel like you should say the thing about the... So we got a comment on the last video and someone asked, why don't you stick the rotavator on the back of the duck footer so you can duck foot and rotivate at the same time? Good question.
So we're done rotavating. We just need to rotivate once through, and then the cultivator is going to keep up, maintain the rotavating. So our bro's plan was to put the cultivator on the back of the duck footer, and he was literally so stoked about that. He was like so excited that we were going to be able to get 2 jobs done at one time, and he was just like so excited. And so we put the cultivator onto the back of the duck footer, but the 3-point on the tractor, the duck footer tractor, doesn't work, amongst other things. And so we weren't really able to get to the height that it needed to be at. And so I tried cultivating and duck footing at the same time, but the cultivator was just like dragging dirt and it was slowing down the duck footer. And it's best to just like have the duck footer on its own so that I can duck foot, and because sometimes I'll slow down, sometimes I'll speed up depending on how the weeds are doing. And so I don't want to be so slow on a field that by the time I finish that parcel, did you find it?
Sure.
By the time I finish that parcel, then another parcel has literally already taken off. And so the plan was to cultivate and duck foot at the same time, but that's not. We were not doing that, so. This isn't the row. I mean, these weeds need pulled, but this isn't the row. Get that one. So there's a weed I know that's really big around here, and I need to get it out. We need to get it out because when I know there's a big weed like that, I can't just leave it there. Dude, it's lovely out. You can't hear anything.
The birds tweeting and flying by in the distance.
And a cricket.
Look through the apple, the trunks, it's like, it goes like a deep forest. It kind of looks creepy. They can't see. It's like you need a zoom in.
You can. It's just the shade way deep down into the forest of the apple trees. Lurks the unbeknownst creature into all mankind.
I feel like we should do
Maybe we have a little weed fairy that came out and took that big weed. I know it was close to Niagara's, I do know that.
Niagara's.
You take this, you hold him for now.
Fiction necklace.
It keeps going on to the wrong spot. I don't know, but I need to find this flipping weed. Why did you get such a baby little dopey shovel?
I said we have it, it's just a dopey shovel.
Oh my word, I had the big dad's huge shovel.
I don't know where his dad's huge shovel is.
There's something else I needed to say. It's not just whatevs, man. I had to get this weed out.
So why didn't you get it when you saw it?
Because I wasn't able to. I was gonna come back for it. There's something else we needed to say to them. I found it! How did you walk past that? You see, sometimes the duck filter isn't perfect. It can miss weeds like this, and that's where we need to come in with manual labor and get it ourselves. With a spoon.
I'm too weak to laugh. Oh, that's funny. I show you pull.
You need to take those to the bottom.
This grassy stuff literally looks like dopey little weeds like this, but it has the biggest like root mass ever. Hark.
What does that sound?
Did you say hark?
Mm-hmm. Do you hear what I hear?
Oh, I just think this might break this poor little spoon. Well, shall I show them a before and after? Can they see them though?
Not all of the vineyard look up there. It's like perfectly clean. It was just this spot that it missed, so.
Before, I'm gonna show you before and after.
You're completely missing it.
I literally hear it ripping the roots so much.
Maybe if you had something bigger than a spoon.
Well, I kind of feel like you should do like this close up. Come over here, bring the camera on this side so they see what we're after to get.
It's fine, they'll see it. I'll show them. Okay, I'm not moving the camera. Pull, push it. Yes.
Can you hear?
Yes, I can hear the spoon ready to crack. Oh, God.
Trade! I can't really go that much deeper in.
You're gonna have to.
Sounds like a duck call.
Shut up.
Oh my gosh.
Things like this are just so much better to do in the evening.
Duck call.
Well, you're gonna break the shovel.
Well, I'm getting a wet wheat.
Give me I'll do it from my side.
No.
Well, you're gonna make it look like we don't know how to pull a weed.
Well, I told them there's a big old root mass. And that's not even half of it.
It's not even a quarter of it. What if you get over here and help me pull? You were so good at catching me. It was literally such a flashback when we were trying to get the wrench off.
Come on, Nico.
Did you say come on, amigo?
I said, come on, you go. Hugo? Hugo. Hugo. This kind of goes in the same category as Desmond and Edmund and Philip.
Hugo does not go into that category.
Hugo. Hugo?
I don't think that's a name. Hugh is like Hugh Grant. Is it Hugh Grant?
Hugh Grant.
Who's that? Oh,
What?
Sense and Sensibility?
Yeah.
Hugh
And
Grant.
Paddington.
Yeah. I was thinking of Hugh Jackman.
Come on. Hugo is so a name. Let us know if your name's Hugo.
Tell me one person named Hugo.
Person in the comment. I don't know, but I know it's a name. Well, now this is just like the roots of it, because
the
you've
roots
beheaded them all.
are going to grow back.
Let's come to this one.
No, just finish this first.
Oh, you're not even digging.
Well, you're not even pulling.
I beheaded it all.
Yeah, and that's why I can't get the flipping roots. We have big, nice, big shovels, but apparently she didn't find the need to grab one.
It's because I couldn't find it. That was just sitting outside of the house. I just got that one. You're digging up the vine.
Really? There was something I know I needed to tell them. Oh, one thing about the duck critter is it's not just like maintenance of why it's like, if somebody was saying that $1,000 isn't that much to fix the tractor, and it's not. It's that's $1,000 just for the starter. That's not for the electrical issue that keeps making the starter go out. And we really don't have time to have the duck critter not in
Duck footing.
no, there's a word. Not in what?
Commission.
Not in commission.
Out of breath, old man?
What I have to do with an old lady spoon? Yeah. So we can't have the duck critter out, and it's not just $1,000. There's a bigger issue underneath. What do you want me to do?
Trade.
I'm getting better than you were. Go ahead, use your duck squawker. The thing is, if we were to drive over and go get the bigger shovel, we'd probably already have this out, so that's not where we're going to get it. Because I feel like somebody would be like, just go get the bigger shovel.
I'm not sure where it's at, though.
I know where it's at. It's on Dad's cycle.
Wait a minute. You mean to tell me you got the pruners on the cycle, but you didn't get the shovel?
No, I assumed when you said you got a shovel, you got the right one.
Dude, we need to get the shovel.
By the time we went over and got it, we'd have this done. We have this left, you know. We got that already.
Well,
and we need to carry this all down to the bottom because it's the cultivator.
They can pick up and carry it.
Huh?
They can.
Yeah, guys, get to work.
This is literally rock hard. These roots.
Do we just go get the shovel?
No, by the time we drive over there.
Well, let's just go.
It's like the music on Frozen. On the cold and winter air and mountain magic rain.
What does this have to do anything with this?
Because that's like what they were doing. They were cutting all the ice and this was for carrying all these weeds.
Dude, that feels like it came out yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been 13 years.
Ain't no way. Literally remember that.
The first one was so much
yesterday.
better than the second one.
Huh? And then we were taking the blanket out on the grass.
We reenacted every scene from Frozen 1. Literally, we had little princess gloves.
Well, you didn't show him the roots.
We'd have a blanket around our neck for a little princess cape, and the pink gloves with the purple thing around the wrist. And you'd go, let it go, you know?
And then we'd run up the grass.
Feels like yesterday.
Yup. Literally.
And it was 13 years ago. You guys are so fun to talk to. Well, I'm never gonna be able to get all the songs that are running through my head out of my head now. He's a bit of a fixer-upper. He's got a couple of bugs. Sing with the reindeer. So he's a bit of a fixer-upper.
If you
The
fix a fixer-upper.
fixer-upper is to fix him up with you.
She's engaged to be married.
Dude. Oh my word. Do you want to build a snowman?
And ride our bikes around the halls. I think
some company is overdue.
I started talking to the pictures on the walls. Hang in there, Joan. Is it Joan or John?
Joan, because it's Joan of Arc. Had the little trolls, are they called trolls? How they were like speedily talking. Where he goes, guys, she's engaged. And then the little troll goes, and by the way, I don't see that ring. Off to get the shovel.
I went to go fill up your water bottle. I was driving down, so he would have to follow the tractor, literally waiting for me to pass.
Seriously? I said I found the bigger shovel. What's your guys' weather? We're going to be in the high 90s and high 80s into the 90s. Let us know what your weather is. Oh, some of you are in winter. That's gotta suck. I feel like summer should start June 1st, not June 21st. Should we show them the difference between what you think a shovel is and what I think a shovel is? Graceful. The diff.
And
I don't even know what this is useful for, man. Like they still can't see the weed in here. One more. Over here, one more.
What?
Right here.
It is done.
Come on, because I'm getting weak really quickly. Pull! Don't even. I did. Help. You really think I'm going to be able to do this on my own? That took the last bit of energy I had left.
Gotta show him.
Believe me, this is such an exception. It does not look like this everywhere.
It's like all the things where the guy's holding up the fish, we're holding up the weeds.
The hunter guy's sitting next to a dead cougar or something.
Get your side. Dude, this weighs like 50 pounds.
Yeah. Why did you let go?
Flip it up.
Come on, that's good enough. You're making my duck footing look bad. It does not look like this everywhere. This is an exception. That is like the biggest weed that I knew we needed to come.
Some weeds.
That's the worst spot.
Literally.
It does not all look like that.
Okay, who's carrying down the 50-pound weed?
Leave it here for bro to find. He's cultivating.
It's kicking up and healing my boot.
You gotta let it cool on to more at the end of it then. This is a good tricep workout.
No, but my knees are slipping.
Come on, you quitter!
It slipped!
My fellow horse got away. This is 2 girl horsepower. 2 girl power. Over here, we're unequally yoked.
Flip it up so the weeds dry out. We literally made a slide for the bugs.
Huh?
We made a slide for the bugs. Get the rest in the shovels.
Oh, sure.
The shovels?
I'm sorry, I don't have 4 different hands.
This whole...
It's bigger in person.
Yep.
So.
It's all like cement.
Cement? It's cement.
Cement.
It's cement.
Cement? Why are you making it sound so weird?
All right, we are done. We got the big weed out that I knew we needed out, but we're done. What's it called? Suckering for tonight. Oh, in case you guys don't know what a sunset looks like, it's 8:52.
In case you don't know what a sunset, I'm
Like
pretty
a
sure they know
PNW
what a sunset looks like.
A PNW sunset over a grape vineyard, the hillside. This is what it looks like.
But I can't really see it. Let me focus it on it.
Well, that's what it looks like. It's not that dark.
It kinda is.
No, it's not.
It's like it won't focus it on it, and so...
Anyway, we're done for tonight. See you guys later. Well, you don't have to back up like you're some professional person.
I am.
We have singled out,
Determined!
after extensive
Ready?
right on. See, because I can get good angles, but you see me shadow on you, so I don't know what we're gonna do.
Come on. Go. You see, in today's video, we are...
Well, you heard me
Yeah.
go.
You see, in today's video, we are suckering suckers that suck to sucker.
Suckers that suck to sucker.
You see, today we are suckering. We're suckering. What?
You suckering. Go suckering, and then we boom.
Grape suckers
Yes.
that sucked it.
Oh my gosh, this is so funny.
That suck to sucker.
Oh man, I can't wait. Okay,